I think it was. I don't think it was nighttime. I've just been on cruise control this whole time, not even thinking. This is so stupid. If only the means to change your ability wasn't so expensive and locked behind a bunch of other stuff. I think there's a way to do it. Ability capsule or something. It'll do half damage against Rhyme's toxicity. Will it? Oh, because it has Punk Rock. Okay, that's something I don't think I'll be doing that in this run if I do a run today. Unless I can do some calculations in the middle of the run while I'm mashing. Do, do, do. Yeah, Terra animations, you're right. Or that very long Larry Terra animation, which takes like a minute. Okay, I'm gonna just try to squeeze past these guys. Okay, did it. That's kind of slow though. Yeah, luckily I'm using turbo, so I don't have to. I've got plenty of opportunities to do calcs for stuff. Okay, I don't know what level this thing is, but we'll see. Hey, 20 again. Okay. That's a good catch. If you could have Punk Rock, that would if you could have Punk Rock, that would be great. Now is a good time. But yeah, I'll definitely look into that when I have a free moment. Like on the cloth post-cloth cutscene is a good time. Okay, that was good. Whoa. Okay, don't want to run into you. Okay, so that's like a minute 15 faster than the last time I got to this point. Come on, let's get this, please. boxes. Okay, good. Alright, folks, we gotta run. And the money glitch as well. Let's go. Okay, get hasty mint, get hasty mint, get hasty mint. I forgot it last time and it was super cringe. Okay, so stats don't really matter too much. I might have a range on cloth if my special attack is bad. I don't think I have minus special attack, or I don't think I do. Better this way because this game's weird. Whoops! Oh, damn it! I was trying to do two things at once. It's not a good idea. I know I'm plus attack. I don't think I'm minus special attack, though. Whoops, this way. Oh, and I gotta make sure I make this guy move. I didn't do that last time either. Yeah, I've got neutral special attack. But yeah, with really low minus special attack, Cloth 2 is the range. Assuming that Shelter doesn't water gun. So you would use the Hasty Mint early, but I am going to be using the Hasty Mint no matter what. It just saves me a menu. And then special attack really only matters on, I think, Larry, and that's it. And then anytime after that point, I'm just going to use the bottle caps so that it's consistent. Speed is 51. Yeah, so I have 27 to 30 special attack. At least I think I do. Am I level 31 or 30? Yeah, I'm 31. Okay. I actually want to keep a close eye on my special attack at level, or the level where I start using candies. Because if I have 30 IV, I could maybe skip using the one of the bottle caps. Maybe. Okay, got a few things I want to do here. I want to check you. Yeah, so I could have 30 special attack, but I might not. Alright, let's do this. EXP route. I don't know what level I am for this thing. I'd like to think I'm level 69 for Rhyme, or maybe 70? I don't actually remember. I need to check. Okay, it's not that. That, I think, looks like my EXP route. Okay, assuming... Okay, this is interesting. If Toxtricity is the... No, I'll be level 69 for Toxtricity. That's definitely the case. Okay. Ranger... And I will have bottle capped at that point as well. So that's nice. Nice thing to know. 69. I have... What's my base special attack? Is it 114? Tox... Haven't looked at this in a while, so yeah, 114. No, do I... Oh, yeah, I get EVs, right? Do I get... Because I actually don't use the calciums early, but so I won't include them at this point. Oh yeah, so it's 40. Gonna be effectively 40 power because of Punk Rock on Toxtricity, and then Toxtricity has 151.74. Discharge will, not discharge. Punk, whatever it's called, will not kill. Absolutely zero chance of killing. Alright, discharge it is. I could maybe discharge just on the final turn. When the Toxtricity is out. That's probably what the play is going to be. Because at that point, I don't really care if Hariyama gets paralyzed because it's the final turn. And obviously getting paralyzed is slow, but it doesn't affect the fight otherwise. Because I need... Oh, did I... I don't think I grabbed the pearl string. I always forget something. I could have maybe grabbed something else. I probably should have just done that because this is kind of slow. Yeah, I definitely forgot it. Okay, that should hopefully be the only thing I forget. Because I'm going to actually read my notes, make sure I know what I'm doing. So I got that TM. I guess I could have chanced not picking up that pearl string and then not bought a calcium. Well, actually, no, I need the calciums. So I'm trying to think of where I'd have to pick up some extra stuff. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to jump down here, and there's a very nice item which is used quite a lot in Sword and Shield Isle of Armor runs. Get Urshifu specifically, but I'll be selling it because it's worth a lot of money. And that's the Rocky Helmet. All right, get Acrobatics. Another thing I tend to forget since I don't usually get Acrobatics in any of the other categories that I run. Both Starfall and Path of Legends. That is a Citadel. Please kindly disappear. Okay, that worked. And then I gotta go up here. I don't need that. I don't think I need the full heal, so I don't need to grab that either. I'll grab this extra doll. Oh my god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, don't land on the roof. Whoa! Oh my god, so many lions. Oh, fuck, I was not looking. I was trying to scroll through my notes like a dumbass. This is actually insane how many there are. Can I run, please? I don't know why it takes so long to run from... That's not the special defense I thought it was. That's what I want. Okay, so do not need the large candy. Just go wide around you. Oh yeah, so I gotta enter the center. Or the gym, rather. Oh yeah, I'm just reading chat now. I forgot about that extra detour on Ratio Rock. Ah! Up the mountain. What are... Go away! Okay. Jeez. Oh yeah, go down here. Okay, so this route does get these mediums. I'd love to be able to remove them so I could do the slightly faster movement to get to the large candies. Ah. Nope. Don't know if I need that. There's a Pokemon there. Dumb Psyduck. Okay, it's here. Fly to Zappa Pico, apparently. Oh, God, where am I going? Wait, no, it's not Zappa Pico, it's Deli Zappa. Oh, shit, no, that's the wrong one. Shit. No. I was wondering why the hell I was going here, and then I realized I'm going to Levincia right now. Derp. So I need to use 7 of these. 13 of these. And that's it. Hasty Mint. Then I teach moves. So I do to Boom Burst in 1. Overdrive in 2. Discharge in 4. And a very, very important move, which is... Probably scrolled way more than I needed to there. Taunt. Am I going the right way? Oh, I am. Okay, good. I was very confused for a second. Alright, I suck at the jump that's just to the left here, so I'm going to do an easier and believed to be slower version. Which I failed. Cool. I definitely approached that poorly. Okay, I barely made that. That was surprising. It's normally much, much less close. No, there was something right there. I didn't even notice it. Okay, I think you're over here. Nice. Also, my splits say Larry's first, but I keep forgetting to rename my splits. So I'm doing Iono first. So I have 138 special attack at level 52. which is 28 to 29. So I will probably just take the bottle cap. So yeah, so this is my moveset, the 4 moves. I'm not going to be changing any of the moves from here on. So this is a nice little benefit that this route has over some of the other mains, is I don't touch my moveset anymore. And I think most of the fights until... most of the gym fights, actually, including gym leaders, I'm just clicking Boom Burst. Which is a bit unfortunate, but... and by unfortunate, I mean not very exciting, but... Do-do-do-do. A nice little benefit of Toxtricity is that Boom Burst is non-contact, so I don't have to worry about any static. Or on the Kofu fight, I don't have to worry about Gooey as well. Yeah, actually, I see what you mean now, Spider, with those 2 medium candies you can get later. That's definitely something I'll consider. That was a very long load. That felt longer than it should have been. Oh yeah, when I was heading down the mountain to get the last few candies on the mountain, I picked up the medium candy and the rare candy on the way. You can skip both of them, and pick up different ones later. But the rare candy you would get is the one where you have to do the boosted jump right near where Cloth was. So that's kind of risky, because if you miss it, it's just bad. And then the medium candy is the one you get near Medali, which is a tiny bit slower than just going straight to Medali from Delhi Zappa Passage. So this is more the safe option. Quick attack, come on. I think you're very likely to see quick attack here, because Watrel does not have good moves for Toxtricity. Just gonna look her up real quick. Yeah, Pluck, Quick Attack, Spark. I would expect to see Quick Attack most often. Well, actually, I should make that note now. In my notes, comment, get these way back from the fly. It's very good that that terrestrialized Pokemon don't retain their resistances of their past ability, or their past types, if they change their type completely. Because that would make Mismagius a little bit interesting. If it resisted Boom Burst. Because I know they retain Stab, which it's kind of weird that they retain their Stab of their old moves, or their old types. But they don't retain, like, the resistances. Okay, so I definitely could have saved more time if I didn't screw up the... I both flew to the wrong place once, and I missed the Pearl String, and what else did I do? That was dumb. I messed up the jump. So I could be over a minute further ahead with those small time saves. But this is a D-Rust, so I'm not really going to complain. A D-Rust that can definitely PB. Because my PB is not great. I made quite a few big mistakes in that run as well. So now I fly to Delhi Zappa Passage. Actually gonna go grab the potion that's right near the bike stand, because I've missed out on a few potions. Just want to make sure I have a few extra. So I'll just kind of whiz by here. Oh yeah, so this is something I have a lot of trouble with, is finding the eatery from here. I always go completely the wrong way. I should have checked where it was before I got here. Okay, it's this way. Perfect. I guessed correctly. Medium, Fire Blast, 11. Okay. Here's Larry. Okay, so this is another Click Boom Burst fight. If you have low special attack, the Dudunsparce is a range. But my special attack is really good, so it's fine. I feel so bad. I think I say this every time, but I feel so bad using Boom Burst on that comatose Komala. Just yell at it while it's sleeping. So here's the description of Boom Burst. The user attacks everything around it with the destructive power of a terrible explosive sound. Sounds super chaotic. It's actually just insane how strong Boom Burst is. And also considering the fact that it is Toxtricity's strongest move when you take into account Stab. Even if you had the Silk Scarf on, Boom Burst is stronger. Which is pretty nuts. It should be illegal to use it indoors. Only indoor voices. I always bonk that guy. Luckily I didn't that time. Okay, I want to go around this side of the lake. Oh, whoops. Because I want to pick up this TM. For some money, 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 money. It's here, right? Yeah. Oh my god, there's Pokemon everywhere. Stop. Alright, so next I will be getting my partner. Because I only have 2 badges, I'm going to intentionally backstrike this thing. Then I... Wait, hold on. Fly to here. And then I don't know how to do this. Whoa, I was going the wrong way. Shit. Okay. I wanted to avoid jumping across the water because I don't know how to do it properly. And then I ended up bonking, so that was pretty sad. Don't think I need this. I missed it anyway, but that's fine. Okay, so I jump down here. I don't pick up this TM, because it's not worth a lot. And I grab this rare candy. And then I head this general direction and find the Hariyama. I don't need that ether. Those are Tauros. Oh, it's here. Oh, shit. Oh my god, there's Tauros. No! Okay, well. 63% catch. Okay. That made that way more difficult than it needed to be. trying to run into something else now. So I do want to look into maybe reordering my gyms so it's an easier catch. I could just run into it rather than try to backstrake. Oh god, I almost didn't make that. Ow. I'm super concussed. Ah! Stop! Oh yeah, fun fact, if it's raining outside, this floats will get Swift Swim. Even though we're technically indoors right now. Hey, I'm menuing after this fight, but there's no sense in menuing just to drop Hariyama in the box, so it's gonna be in the party for this battle. Double Aqua Jet kind of sucks as well. Oh, I said yes! Or no, I should say. Whatever. That is an example of my D-pad actually snapping back. Somehow. Oh shit. Fly to Cloth Tower. Okay. Oh yeah, my attack's definitely good enough. Whoop. So on, what's it called? On Rhyme, if you have really low attack, you can fail to one-shot, or fail to kill the Mimikyu. Because the strat is to spam overdrive / discharge. And unfortunately, I don't have a priority move. If I had the priority move, I would just use the priority move to break Disguise. But because Overdrive is going to be breaking Disguise, I have to be able to kill the Mimikyu, or take it out with its remaining HP that it has with Hariyama. And having low attack means I can't do that. And so if I don't have enough attack, I actually have to pick up and use the Adamant Mint on Hariyama. But I already have plus attack, so this is perfect. Or just risk the range. I think it's like really, you have to have like bottom of the barrel minus attack for it to be an issue. Could be wrong though. Oh yeah, my Milochok is level 6 as well, because I had it in the party the whole time when I was setting up my save file. Very fruitful battle. Oh yeah, I do this puzzle completely suboptimally, I'm pretty sure. So, I need to look at how other people do it. So I'm going to swap in Tox now. I should dismount the bike there. That's fine. Here. So yeah, I think that could be improved. I think the first couple I get are kind of slow, especially the first one. So I could probably just find one that's a little bit faster. Okay, so this fight, unfortunately, there's a problem with using Toxtricity, is that you do not have a way to multi-hit move the Sudowoodo. So my strategy here is to yell at it twice. You could, I guess, discharge and then hope for paralysis, but that just feels kind of slow. So, but it probably is still faster if he's fully paralyzed versus him using his Terra move. Hi, 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 hi. Yeah, Nuzzle could work for sure. I'm not sure if I looked into it before. It's definitely a possibility. I would be very curious to see what the difference between paralyzing it and it hitting versus paralyzing it and it being fully paralyzed is. But if it's a pretty decent difference, then it might be worth going for. Especially since paralysis would only lose a couple seconds just on its own. So. That is true. You definitely would not get sturdy. Oh, I got rock throw. Okay, that's a bit faster than Trailblaze. Yeah, you just have to teach taunt later, which is not that big of a deal, because you only use taunt for one fight, and it's in the Elite Four. So it might be worth it to do that. Yeah, so fully paralysis is 25%, it looks like, yeah. So you're 25% to not see a move, and then 75% to get the paralysis plus him attacking. But then you don't get the sturdy, so that would be interesting. Definitely want to time that. I'll have to look into that. That's a good idea. Thanks for that, Garf. Because I could just teach Todd on the last menu before Rika. Yeah, because I'm not sure if I've seen. I'm pretty sure I've seen Trailblaze before on Toxtricity. I think that's the first time I've seen Rock Throw, as far as I remember. But I'd have to do a bit of testing for that one. Okay, so this movement could definitely be optimal. So I noticed a lot of people are flying to the Academy and then jumping and taking the Elite Four fly point. But I'm just doing the old school thing here. Because I want this rare candy. I could actually pick up the other rare candy near Cloth instead. Because I believe I use all my candies after picking this one up. Okay, so now I have to menu again. A very specific number of candies, it looks like. So I need 4 medium candies, both my larges. And then my 13 rare candies. Okay, so straight to Cortondo, don't need to pick up any items. If I was still needing to use Discharge on Rhyme and the trainers before her, I would pick up a Cherry Berry. Or try to find a Cherry Berry for Hariyama, but I don't need that now. Oh, I gotta do the olive roll. Okay, so I'm coming here. I don't remember exactly why I do this, but I'm coming here to do the olive roll, and then I'm leaving and coming back later. I think it's because I wanted to get the... Oh yeah, because I want to fight Grusha next, and I want to be level 69. And getting that extra candy is important. I could probably fight Grusha at 68. So that's something I'll look into. But I do get a fly point. Because I could go do the olive roll and then I could just fly away immediately over to Glaciado Center, so I don't have to bike back to the gym later on. Hey, Jose. Hope you're doing well. I'm on a pretty scuffed but PB pace run. So can't complain. Took me a long time to get a runnable Toxel though. Some might say an obnoxiously long time. Almost illegal. Oh, that was weird. Alright, so full disclosure here, I am terrible at the olive roll. Let's see how it goes. I'm so bad at that the last little bit I actually get off my ride Pokemon to do it, to push the olive. Because it's less aggressive. But for most of it I use my ride. Okay. I'm going to push it now on foot. Okay. Definitely not as fast as it could be, but I find that effective for my own runs. Because I haven't actually done the olive roll that much. Because I haven't ran this category or any percent all that much. Hello? Okay. A little worried I'd get the 10-minute loading screen, which kind of sucks. Okay, so I gotta go here. God damn it, I screwed that up. I think in my last run I fell off the course. So I will try not to do that this time. Try to get some time save. Okay, not bad. It's kind of hard to gauge how good it is because of the in-game timer. Okay, so this fight's another spam boom burst fight. I don't think I've used any other move so far in the run. But this fight, the Altaria does not die unless I crit. You could technically set up an X special attack, but I believe it's just slower to do that because X items are fairly slow. The Altaria's move is not very scary. I think it just uses Dragon Pulse or something. So it doesn't really do that much damage. And at least 2 of the Mons that you could set up on have scary moves. I think one of them has a ground type move, so that's bad. I think the Beartic does, if I recall correctly. And then I think you would probably set up on Titan. I think the Frostmoth has Tailwind, so that's obviously bad. And then Earthquake on the Beartic. And so you'd see probably Ice Spinner from Titan, which isn't that bad, but I'll just go for the crit. A 1 in 24 chance to get a 4-turn fight. That thing has a long cry, holy moly. And I don't think Silk Scarf would guarantee the kill either. And Silk Scarf doesn't actually help in many other fights anyway, so it's not really worth getting. Ooh, that was close. I thought I had it. But I do have nearly perfect special attack, so... But yeah, Silk Scarf would definitely kill. It's just not helpful anywhere else. But I guess you could technically buy it on your way to Cortondo, in theory. Okay, so I actually do have an extra medium candy. Because I have 2 currently in my inventory. I only need 1. Because I need it for my cat. Because next up, it's Sprigatito's chance to shine. Okay, fly to Cortando. Oh god, where are you? This one's faster? Maybe? So I'll do that menu now. And then I do bag. So I guess I don't need that medium candy on the way out of... What's it called? Montenevera? Whoops, acrobatics. So I take cat for this run for a couple of reasons. Nemona's gonna have a Quaquaval, which is slower than Meowscarada. She would only have a Meowscarada if I took... Fuecoco as my starter, but Fuecoco can't beat Cloth. Although I guess... Wait, I used Toxtricity for that. But Meowscarada is obviously too fast, so I can't do Fuecoco for that reason. I could do Quaxley as my starter, but I'm not sure if... I think Quaxwell can learn Acrobatics, but it has the same issue as Meowscarada does, in that it needs to learn Acrobatics. It needs to learn a move to beat Katie. And then also it needs to be able to die quickly to Nemona, and I think that Quaxwell has a little more bulk than Florigato. So Florigato works quite well just for the attack and also the lower defense and HP that I need to die to Nemona afterwards. So it works quite well for that reason. Yeah, Florigato has 61, 63. Yeah, so Quaxwell has more HP and more defense on average. Also, I don't know if I could kill Skeledirge at the end of the final Nemona fight. And I think my last run I actually had to go back and get Acrobatics because I forgot it, so I'm going to save a ton of time here. Quaxwell, can you learn Acrobatics? It can, so Quaxwell could technically do this, but the issue is the Skeledirge. Yeah, it's insane how many moves it learns. It's crazy. Like, Duck doesn't get as much diversity. Like, its TM moves are, like, pretty much fighting, flying, normal, and water, and that's it. Whereas the cat gets, like, so many different types, and good moves, too. I'm just really happy because I generally love grass starters and grass Pokemon. It's so nice to see a really, really solid grass starter in a Pokemon game. And the other starters aren't terrible either. They're pretty solid. Like, all three of them are pretty decent Pokemon for different reasons. Obviously, like, Fuecoco is not great for as a main for a speedrun, but it's a very strong special attacker. Okay, so this cat should die to Accelerock. I believe in my last run it didn't. It lived on 1, so I think it's got a fairly high chance. I believe this cat has like 0 IV plus defense, but I can't remember exactly. Because I was thinking about using my Path of Legends cat for this run as well. My Path of Legends cat just has really high defense and HP, so it's actually not good. It does not die to Lycanroc at all. So this one's better just for this purpose. But ideally the play is just to reset for like a minus defense cat, that you're pretty much good to go at that point. Or just low IV on a neutral nature. Okay, so after this fight is probably one of my least favorite sections of the run, just because I have to jump. Across a river, and I'm really, really bad at it. Scratch. Yeah. Okay, good. I died that time. Let's go. I'm sorry, cat. I think Pouty was talking about this earlier in chat, that to use Sprigatito as an unevolved cat for this fight, because I think it could probably handle Katie, and then it would also easily die here. And I might consider coupling that with using Cat to beat Cloth, but I'm not sure if an unevolved Sprigatito can beat Cloth quickly. I'm sure it could with like Leafage plus Seed Bomb or something. I think it can learn Seed Bomb. Oh, exit. Alright, this is not my favorite part. Okay, that was bad. I think it's more over here, actually. Okay, that could have been better. Oh my god, that thing just... Well, I thought it was much further away. Also, I really don't want to run into anything because Florigato is still in my party. So I think in my PB I also missed the jump and probably got an encounter as well. I don't need that. Okay, so I do not need the dusk balls. So I'm not catching Doug Trio. Thankfully. And the only item I need here is the zinc. I do not need anything else. Which is here. Oh, there's a BLJ that you can do here in this cave, which saves a bit of time. I don't know where that jump is, so I'm gonna just be a noob and just bike the whole way. It's somewhere on the right here, if I recall correctly. But it probably doesn't lose too much time to do this, so I'm not really going to worry too much at this point, but I definitely want to figure out where that BLJ is for next time. Whoa, okay, there's a Hariyama. I don't need you, though. Okay. So I'll start the gym, kickstart the gym test, and then swap in Toxtricity. Okay, swap Pokemon. Okay, so these fights here, this first fight here is going to be the first fight that I do not use Boom Burst on, because I believe I have a PP management issue if I just Boom Burst everything. Because I need 9 Boom Bursts I need 9 PP for all 3 fights, and I believe I still have PP, or I haven't had my PP fully healed yet. Although I should have had, because I died. Maybe it's the fight after. It might be like Kofu or something. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. So I do 2. Bow, bow. All right, we have to use overdrive here. Oh yeah, I only have 5 PP. Which actually means that I need to overdrive on the next fight as well, because I do not have enough for Tulip. I actually don't remember what Pulse determined as move animations for this, because Boom Burst is pretty fast animation, but it sometimes lags, so it kind of depends on where you are and where you're using it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm opening up the pace bin now. Yeah, so Boom Burst is a tiny bit slower, so it could be argued to go for overdrive in a lot of cases where both kill, especially if it's an area that it can lag. This is definitely a factor for Starfall. So yeah, definitely not as fast as some of the Meowscarada animations, but still pretty decent. Nothing in the 4-second range. I'd like to know what Discharge is, because I do use Discharge a tiny bit. In the Elite Four in particular, because I don't have enough overdrive PP. I'm not sure if overdrive is a range on Grumpig. I'd have to check that, depending on your special attack. Comments. Range on Grumpig. Alright, this is also the first fight, Tulip that is, where I will use, other than Cloth, where I use an X item. So I actually need to use an X item here, unfortunately. Florges is just way too bulky. Actually, do I get healed before the gym fights? I think I do. In that case, I probably do want to just use Boom Burst on the first 2 trainers here. I'm trying to remember whether you get healed before or after. Well, I'll see my PP when I use my move here. And then if I do end up having a full stack of 10, then I'll just Boom Burst the 2 trainers before Tulip. So yeah, Boom Burst is about the same as Night Slash, it looks like. Okay, so set up an X special attack here. This thing will pretty much, I guess, goes for Zen Headbutt, which doesn't do enough to be a threat. I think it missed at my PB too, so I'm gonna lose a bit of time. But I'm not even sure if a miss is even... Sometimes a miss might actually be slower depending on the move animation length. Be interesting to actually check what the what that threshold is, just for a curiosity perspective. Yeah, I do get fully healed before Tulip, so I will switch back to Boom Burst for the first two trainers. So therefore, in future runs, I will not be using Overdrive until later. So the next time I'd use Boom Burst would be... Or the next time I would use a move not Boom Burst would be the Ghost Gem, where I actually can't hit ghosts with Boom Burst. That's pretty funny. I guess I also use Shockwave on Cloth, to be fair, but I don't have Boom Burst at that point anyway. Okay, I'm gonna save like a few seconds here, I think. Yeah. Alright, neat. Okay, so next gym is going to be Kofu. The reason why I'm doing Kofu now is because there is a Delibird shop in Cascarafa, which I do need to go to a Delibird shop to buy a couple items, and the alternative would be flying to Mezagoza, which is an extra fly. So because I'm already here, I might as well do the gym. So this is why I do Kofu now. I could do Kofu... Could I do Kofu last? I don't even think I could because of obedience on the Hariyama. But it just works well for this route because of the shop. That you would do Kofu 7th, even though he's not very hard. So fly to Cascarafa. I turned off turbo here because I want to not have turbo when I'm selling things, which is awful. Cascarafa's here. So hopefully I picked up everything that I want to sell. To find out very soon. $112,300. Well, I have plenty of money. Whoops, I don't want to buy. Okay, so I have a bit extra. I had a bit extra money there. It was $112,300, which is 8,000 more than I was budgeting to sell, which isn't a bad thing at all. But that means I can pick up one or two less items. Oh shit, no, no, no. No, I walked into the gym. Can I say Nodor here? Okay, well. I forgot to do this. Does this Lycanroc have a ground type move? Please do that. Please do. I guess I'm just gonna spam an item that's not doing anything useful. This is Battle 5, right? It does have a ground type move, but it's Sand Attack. Nothing else really does damage other than this thing. Taunt is kind of slow, though, the animation. But I guess you don't want to see Sand Attack, so that's a good point. Oh my god. This is so stupid. Crit! He's gonna 5-shot. No! I wonder if it'd be faster just to win at this point. I don't know why Boom Burst it's a rock type. It still died. I think it's just I think it's honestly is easier just to kill it to win the fight. Oh, because of Terra. Shit, I forgot about that. Maybe not. Okay, Sliggoo. You surely do more damage than Lycanroc does. No, that's even worse. I think I just have to win the fight. I think it's just faster. Because it's a 5-shot to kill with Rock Slide. And he can also miss. And he can also just Sand Attack right away. This absolutely kills as well. There's no way this thing lives. Unless it outspeeds me somehow. But I don't think that's a possibility. Oh, and she has the super effective tag! No! I forgot about that. Sometimes she doesn't, though, so it's... Okay, well, I have some extra experience. I'll be level 70 for Rhyme now. Alright, cool. Now I have lost like 2 minutes or more. Yep, so in about 10 seconds, I'll already be losing time. extra money now. I think I probably get enough that I can buy an extra vitamin, although I don't think it's super necessary. Oh yeah, I definitely have enough money for an extra vitamin. It just sucks so much seeing this time slip away and I'm just holding the A button. Like, there's nothing I can do. This saddens me immensely. Yeah, I lost 2.5 minutes. Okay, well, I have about a minute, over a minute possibly of time save on Rhyme. So there's that, I guess. Okay, so I have, hold on. I have an extra, I had an extra 8,000-ish, and then I got an extra 7,000 from Nimona, close to 8,000 net. So I have an extra 16,000 to spend. I'm going to buy an extra calcium for sure, because I have a couple ranges in the Elite Four that are 15 and 16s, and an extra calcium makes them guaranteed. So I will definitely do that. Yeah, I think that's the plan, just to get the extra calcium, and that's it. Okay, so I gotta go to Delibird Presence now. I wonder if there's a possibility you can bounce off of the roof onto the ground. So go to hyper training. Oh god. So 4 calcium, 6 carbos. Ah! Jesus, what am I doing? I could also use LP to buy vitamins, but opting not to do that. Oh, I I need to make sure to take out my Toxtricity, or my Hariyama. But I will do that very shortly. I'll just do that now. Okay. So previously I was just using discharge. Oh, I keep doing that. Keep using discharge on everything. And there's a potential to just paralyze Hariyama, but now I don't have to worry about that. And more importantly, there's no chance of accidentally killing Hariyama on the Rhyme fight. In fact, not accidentally, I will always kill Hariyama on the Rhyme fight. Because I believe discharge 2-shots it. So I should save a decent amount of time here, provided I select the correct moves. Don't spam A on with Hariyama here as endurance slot 1. I'm pretty sure Overdrive is a faster animation as well than Discharge. We'll see on the Rhyme fight, I guess. But this is one major benefit that Toxtricity has over pretty much all of the other mains that are used for Victory Road, is having spread moves. MC Sledge. My old strat that I was using for this gym was to candy Cat until it evolved. And exactly level 36 specifically. And I would use Discharge on it. Knock it into Overgrow, and then it would Flower Trick the Mimikyu. But that's obviously super finicky. to set up. Not to mention it's just slow and you have to get extra candies, watch an extra evolution. This just works so much better. I love the Dreepy that are above the girl at the desk. Dreepy's so cute. It's a shame it's like it takes forever to evolve and has a slow leveling rate. Be an interesting mon to try a run of just for fun. Because I believe you can't get it in Scarlet. I think it's a Violet exclusive. But Dragapult is such a cool Pokemon. With pretty decent stats, too. 142 base speed. That's insane. MC of RIP. Hey, where's Heavy Slam? Is Heavy Slam in slot 3 or 4? Well, I'll find out now. Okay, so Overdrive, Heavy Slam on Mimikyu. I'll just note that that's slot 4. Okay, discharge here. Okay, I get the super effective cutscene, unfortunately. It's the biggest issue here. There must be a different move you could use, potentially, that's not super effective. Okay, discharge you, and you, I guess, doesn't matter what I do. Unfortunately, I think the only move that you could teach Hariyama, best moves you could obviously use would be Stab, but it doesn't affect ghosts. Alright. Hariyama didn't die. Let's go. Alright, 2-turn rhyme. Love to see it. Just a casual 2-minute time save. I could have been so far ahead. Yeah, it doesn't get any other moves, unfortunately. Okay, so let's talk about how Hariyama can learn Surf. I don't understand that. That makes no sense. How can Hariyama learn Surf, but Quaquaval can't learn Aura Sphere? These movesets are so bizarre. Absolutely nonsensical. Okay, so I'm going to go to Mesagoza. There is a faster, slightly faster way to get to the Pokemon League, but I'm going to do the slightly slower one because I don't know the other one. Whoop. Zangoose can learn Aura Sphere? Oh my god. Please. Thank you, Hariyama. You did your job. So I use Carbos. And so I'm just going to go this way, which is a little bit slower, because I guess because nobody else does it this way, but I like its consistency. Oh yeah, I equipped the air balloon. That's a pretty good item. Shoutouts to Pulse Effects for giving me that idea. It's definitely better than terastallizing and to eliminate one of your weaknesses on the first two fights here. Okay, please do not mess up the quiz or interview. Easiest interview ever, by the way. I wish IRL interviews were this easy. Okay, so definitely could be a couple more minutes ahead, but definitely a good run so far. Okay, option 1. I'm just gonna turn off turbo for this because I don't want to fuck up. Option 2. Option 1. Okay, now I can turn turbo back on and just spam option 1. It'd be really funny if they made the quiz like a random order, or the questions in random order, or the options in random orders, or like just randomly completely different questions from a pool. That would make runs kind of interesting. Also annoying, but okay. So the Elite Four is extremely consistent because 4 of my stats are bottle capped, except for HP. But all HP values are pretty safe for all but pretty much Nemona. And that's if you get a specific scenario on Nemona. And I've tested these fights pretty extensively, and I haven't seen anything weird, so I'm expecting it to go as planned. So I have the air balloon. Obviously, Whiscash has Earth Power, which will one-shot me from full easily. I don't know how it worked in earlier games, but in this game, they see the air balloon, and so they will not use a ground type move on you. So I feel like in like ROM hacks or fan games I've played before, they would just keep spamming a ground type move on you, even if you have an air balloon. They don't see the air balloon, but they do see it in this case. So it will use something else. Luckily, the thing it uses is extremely good. So it should go for Future Sight. Good. So Future Sight hits 2 turns later, so Donphan currently also sees the air balloon, so it will not go for Earthquake. So I just Boom Burst here. Official games, they see anything if a message pops up in battle. Okay, that makes sense. So it's going to go for Stone Edge here. And now my air balloon's going to pop, and now Future Sight's going to hit. And I win the fight, because Sucker Punch from Dugtrio does not kill, so it will not go for it. And even if it does, it would only kill me if it crit, so. See you later. So you could definitely, I think you could definitely skip bottle caps here if you have good enough stats. You ideally just want to avoid dying to Future Sight plus Stone Edge, and ideally avoid being dead to Sucker Punch as well. But it's kind of tricky because I have max defense, max special defense. And I'm only 9 off a max roll from Sucker Punch, so it's kind of tight. You have to like either over level more, or because healing is just slower than just doing an extra bit of hyper training. And also Hasty Mint is super important here because I will be faster than everything the rest of the way except for Noivern. Noivern is the only thing that outspeeds. So it's pretty important to have the Hasty Mint here. Because I was initially looking at like the Modest Mint or something like that, but you just don't have the speed to be able to outspeed stuff here, like Dugtrio. And Lycanroc as well. Okay, so I'm going to auto heal here. And luckily, the air balloon is reusable. This game is so environmentally friendly. Whoops. Because if the air balloon wasn't reusable, you'd have to buy 3 of them, which would cost a lot of money. Okay, so similar thing here, except we get to see me use Taunt for the only time in the entire run, except for the time where I used it where I fucked up and forgot to deposit Toxtricity, but we won't talk about that. So similarly, Copperajah also sees the air balloon here, and it will not use its ground move. So it should go for Heavy Slam or something here. Which barely does anything. Overdrive. Okay, so next up is Magnezone. Magnezone will want to use Light Screen, so this is why I use Taunt, because I do not want my special attacks to be cut in half. And then, of course, I still have to two-shot it, because it is sturdy, which is kind of the important thing here. So I'll discharge here, because it's safe from PP. And I'm pretty sure that Overdrive might be able to proc sturdy, so discharge here is a good idea. Although I don't think it does. It's only 30% stronger. But it's good for PP management regardless. And so I'm going to discharge Corviknight as well, because Corviknight has pressure. Okay, and Tinkaton would normally be a 15 and 16 range, but because I used an extra calcium, it should be guaranteed. I guess one thing that could go wrong there is if you get statused by Tri-Attack. That's definitely a possibility. If I recall correctly, you would not be able to get paralyzed. You'd only be able to get burned or frozen. Which frozen would be the only major issue. Burn, you could probably just power through it. So I think my Poppy's best split was with a different Pokemon, so I have to remove that gold. But either way, I would not have gold splitted. Okay, Larry is pretty free. I do not take much damage from his Tropius, so I don't need to worry about healing, so I'm just going to go straight in. Special attack. I should have taken the air balloon off. That was a mistake. I'm going to take it off before Hassle. Luckily, it doesn't pop the air balloon, so I don't have to worry. So I have one more Boom Burst left, which is fine because I just use Overdrive on Flamigo, and that's fine. And then after this fight, I will get to do something which you very rarely see in a Scarlet Violet speedrun. I will be using an ether. It is quite the thing. Luckily, Nimona gives you ethers. Oh, it's actually flying in the air, yeah, because it Terras, I guess. It's kind of interesting. Okay. So menu here, because I want to take off the air balloon. I'm wondering whether it's just faster to keep it on, to be quite honest. I don't know. Taking it off and putting it back on versus the floats with the balloon a couple times. Although on this fight, the next couple fights it will pop because I do take damage. Well, I might not take a damaging move from Gita, but I definitely will from Hassel. That was kind of slow. So I should save time here because in my PB I forgot to ether, so I had to use it on Hassel. And I may have actually had to heal as well because, in fact, I did have to heal because it used Super Fang. And so I was potentially dead. So this is the only Pokemon that outspeeds. I could X-Speed here, but it's just not worth it. It doesn't go for Air Slash, so there's no chance of flinch. So I just X Special Attack once, and then he gets 2 chances to hit me. Miss. Damn it. Okay, this will not kill. Unless I get like a max roll crit or something, because max roll does 67. So very, very safe with this HP. Also no chance to get Poison Point here, because I'm using a non-contact move on Dragalge. What's my HP ID? 12 to 13. So even with like slightly below average IV, you have a pretty decent chance of not dying here. Likely with minimum HP, you have a chance to die to crit Dragon Pulse after a Super Fang. Not a gold, but I saved decent amount of time. Shit, so if I had just not screwed up against Nimona, I could be 5.5 minutes ahead, potentially. Okay, so Gita is probably, other than Larry, the safest fight of the last few. Which is quite odd to think about, because she's got a pretty strong team, but luckily the way I've figured out, or routed the experience, as well as the EVs, and the vitamins, and all that good stuff, her really scary Pokemon aren't really threats, because you just outspeed and one-shot all of them. Let's see if we can get a cameo here before this fight from one of the other Elite Four members. Let's see if we get them showing up. Doesn't look like it. Poppy. I don't think I've ever seen any of them here. I've gotten a lot of Pokemon spawning behind Penny, though, in Starfall. But to be fair, I've done a lot more Starfall runs than Victory Road. Okay, so you definitely don't want to set up on this thing, because it would kick your ass. So I'm just going to kill it immediately. Bye-bye. Avalug's also very scary, so I'm just going to Boom Burst it as well. And so the next Pokemon I cannot one-shot without setup, so but luckily it's not very scary. It's then headbutted, which is kind of dumb. She can go for bulk up, which is a massive time save. I'm going to lose time here for sure. My E4 is extremely free. I only have to heal once because of the Donphan only dex attack on Larry and Hassel. That's really good. That's really solid. King Gambit, I have to overdrive. Okay, Boom Burst Veluza, because I don't want super effective techs from Gita. And switching back to Overdrive for Glamora. So another nice thing about doing all the hyper training is that I have no chance of being in Aqua Jet range from Veluza. Although if I get crit, I think even if I get crit, I am not in range either. Okay, cool. So yeah, I guess your Poppy fight is probably really easy because you have fighting moves. And I guess do you Leaf Blade Rika? Or Aqua Cutter? Probably Leaf Blade because it's stronger. But I can see that being pretty huge. And no setup on Gita is really solid as well, because I know Flamigo has to set up once as well. Hey, Hunar, thanks for the good luck. Oh, Sacred Sword on Rika because it KOs everything. Oh shit, so you don't even use super effective moves. That's really solid. Yeah, Sacred Sword is super busted. It's like, what, 90 base power plus the ability, which is effectively another stab boost. Okay, yeah, and then the Dawn Fan, that makes sense that you do that because of PP management seems to be a factor for you as well. Less of an issue for... Well, for me, I have to use an Ether no matter what. I can't avoid it. Okay, I said Messagoza. Let's go. Okay, so fly to Messagoza. I don't know why I zoomed out. Did not need to do that. Okay, so very important here. I put on the air balloon again. The issue is that I basically exactly the level I get for the strats to work. If I don't KO Corviknight in one shot, I'm just dead. Yeah, I can imagine that. That thing is scary. I feel like Corviknight's like a major like crux for a lot of these Pokemon to deal with. I know it's an issue for Meowscarada too. It's actually not an issue for me because I have a super effective move for it. Because I just use, I can just use Discharge at +2 and it's guaranteed. Because I need +2 for the rest of the fight. Okay, so this fight is, again, Lycanroc will see the air balloon and it will not use its ground type move immediately. It will go for Stone Edge. If Stone Edge misses, then it's pretty much a free win. What's my HP? My max HP? $205. Okay. Okay, I got the hit. That's fine. Didn't get crits. That's good too. Okay, so Goodra is like a 6 and 16 range. It's probably closer to 50-50 here, because I use the extra calcium. It cannot kill me unless it criticals. Nice, got the range. Let's go. That's a win. So if Stone Edge misses, then that's just free, because I can either just set up an extra X special attack on the Lycanroc directly, or I set up one on Goodra, or I can just go for the range, and if I miss it, there's no chance I die. Yeah, cool. Pretty good run. It took me forever to get on a run. It was actually so frustrating. As you can tell by the amount of time I've been streaming, that's how much time I was resetting for runnable Toxels. I finally got one, and although I made one very big mistake on the Kofu split, also known as Brassius semi-splits here. Still got a pretty decent time. That'll be easily sub 2:30. Thanks for the GGs. Yeah, so definitely I need to work on my movement and find some further optimizations in terms of movement and also maybe some fights and other stuff. So should be interesting. It's definitely a fun run. Thanks to the GG Sunar. I guess I'll submit this. It's decent enough, although I definitely am not happy with that one mistake, so. Definitely will improve, though. Solid run overall. Alright, time is coming up. It was a tiny bit. That was definitely early. Probably at 2:28:56, if I had to guess.